Let's shift focus to IGL then. This was one of the result candidates when this time the company did report a weaker set when we compare the numbers sequentially. The profits actually down 27% sequentially, though the volumes have seen a jump of 2%. But let's understand more about the financials as well as the outlook going ahead with the management itself. We are being joined by Mr. Kamal Kishore Chatiwal, Managing Director of IGL. Very good morning and thank you so much for your time. First of all, given your FY24 volume exit rate guidance, that was around 9 MMSCMD. Now, have the volumes pick up in FY24 and been anywhere around that percent so far in Q4?
See, on some of the days, we are already crossing 9 million. And our endeavor has been to increase these number of days where we are above 9 million. Due to the averaging effect that on weekends our sales slightly go down, the average is around 8.5. And our drawl is around 9.4 million on some days after, deducting internal consumption and technical loss figures. So these are crossing 9 million already. So once these 60 odd stations that we plan to commission in the last quarter, they come on stream, I'm hopeful that we will be nearing exiting the 9 million.
All right. Good afternoon, sir. This is Shell also joining in the conversation. And talking about Q3, you did take 2 upward price revisions. Did that actually impact your CNG volume offtake by any chance? And also adding to that question, let me add on the car conversion rate. How is the car conversion rate been? There's some sort of an improvement, and also if you could tell us, are we anywhere near the earlier mark of 16,000 to 17,000 per month?
We don't see too much of an impact because the price increase was only in some of the GAs, while in some other GAs like Rewari, we have in fact reduced the prices by 2 rupees. So, and the upcoming GAs or the new GAs, we have kept the prices constant, absorbing the impact because the volumes are slightly lower on those GAs. So overall, we could not see much of an impact of this price increase. And our conversion rate for the quarter has been around, averaging around 15,200.
Right. Your higher gas prices, did that actually impact the unit margin significantly in Q3? Also, however, given that we've seen the fall now in LNG prices, have the margins actually come back to the H1 levels by any chance?
Not to the same level, but I can say that 30% to 35% recovery has been there in the margins. That 1.37 was the impact. So we have been able to recover around 0.52 out of that. And also the APM allocations have also gone up. And has increased during the fourth quarter. And 1 million standard cubic meter.
Just to follow up, Mr. Chatiwal, over there, what would be your margin guidance for Q4 then? And also, how are you looking at the margins for FY25?
Q4, we should be exiting at around 8. So that's the guidance. And for the whole year, it will be around 8.2, 8.3.
But also, are you looking to cut the prices to improve the volumes, or will the margins remain your priority going ahead?
That has been our stance, that price, both the advantages, the economic advantage as well as the environmental advantage has to be passed on to the consumer. So as and when we are comfortable about it, we'll be passing on the benefit to the consumer.
All right, let's talk about the EV adoption. That definitely puts 30% volume at risk. Obviously, this will be over a period of time, but will your expansion to newer areas completely offset this volume loss?
Yes, because some of the areas, we have to be a little innovative on those areas. Like we have a new kind of market there that we have dumpers. Say, for example, if I take an example of the Banda Mahoba Chitrkut, that's in Uttar Pradesh, Fatehpur, Hamirpur, and Kanpur. In those areas, you see a lot of dumpers ferrying construction equipment, sand, etc. And they run on diesel. The number is very much more than 6,000. So that we are targeting that we are looking at a few pilots there, converting a few vehicles and demonstrating the benefits to the consumers. So based on that, we are hopeful that around 20-30% conversions would be there in the next year. And parallel to that would be the expansion of the infrastructure, that big CNG stations which can take care of these big dumpers. So those are the two areas that we are working on. Similar situation is there in other GA like Kishangarh and all, where the marble industry is there. So those areas also the similar situation would be there. In addition to that, we are also setting up 10 LNG stations because that is another area that we see.
All right, then we leave it there, sir. Thank you so much for joining us on ET Now to talk about the quarter gone by coming in for IGL and what are your prospects going ahead. And that was Mr. Kamal Kishore Chatiwal, who is the MD at Indraprastha Gas, that is IGL for you.